All right. It is time for KFLive number 271. Tonight we are going to talk about your rights. You have the right to watch Blue Monday KFLive. You have the right to sit there and relax. You have the right to laugh, and you have the right to carry certain types of knives in certain types of areas. Unfortunately, laws have been put out years and years ago when people were frightened by movies or whatever. And some of those laws are antiquated in some areas. So that's where KnifeRights comes in. So Doug Ritter, who started KnifeRights and runs KnifeRights, is going to come on at 8:30 tonight. Guys, it is the last day to get in on the early bird drawing for the KnifeRights Ultimate Steel Spectacular 2026. So you should go to kniferights.org right now, okay? And give whatever you can. And it tells you right on the front page over on the right-hand side. As a matter of fact, I'll get that up here in a minute and show you guys. Yeah, KnifeRights, there it is. And you can go there right now and it tells you how much money gets you how many entries, and you can enter, and then they draw for some incredible prizes. And why would you want to do that today? Well, the reason you want to do that today is because if you get in on the early bird drawing, you're going to get two chances to win. You're going to get the drawing now, and you're going to get the drawing later, which is really, really cool. Okay, sorry, something weird just popped up. That was interesting. Hold on, guys. Computers decided to be weird. Okay, there we go. All right, so we are going to start in. We're going to just talk some and have fun for a little while here, and then Doug will join us at 8:30. But if you can give to KnifeRights, please do so. All right, there was my little opening monologue. All right, Jim Miller, moderator and channel member, is in the house. Addicted to Blades 2 is here. Paul Bessemer is here. Mick Ranger, channel member. Kelly's Mishmash. Hey, Kelly, channel member. Nick Travellini, what's up, dude? Channel member as well. Joe Kasparek is here. And let's see. Clay Crosby, hello. Michael Chavez, hello. Marco, hello to Marco. Good to see you, buddy. Sanders, what's going on? Good to see you. And there is, well, who was that? I saw somebody else I hadn't said hi to, but it went whoosh, just like that. But anyway, hello to each and every one of you. If you'd like to start showing me what you're carrying in the pocket today, I will show you what I'm carrying. Now, we're going to go over some cool stuff in the next hour. We do have a box to open here, and we got a knife dropping tomorrow, specifically the Jack Wolf Gateway Fix EDC is dropping tomorrow at traditionalpocketknives.com and elsewhere. Hey, Barb Hooks, good to see you as well. But we're going to jump into a bunch of stuff. Hey, Pretty Fly Friend Knife Guy, what is going on? Who else am I missing? Anybody? But go ahead. Tell me what you're carrying. Look at that. Barb Hooks has the Benchmade tagged out in LMAX today. Very cool. Bluminati, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Thanks for being a member. Jim's got the Nip L, the Nip Light, the Aries Rock Hopper, all in blue. Very nice, dude. Very, very nice collection of a carry there today. Hey, Anasso. I know my rights. This is still America. Yep. Asher Spiro, Phoenix, LD30, Bluminati Ninja Chip, all for Joe Kasparek. Buck Spitfire, Schrade, LTD Trapper. Very nice. James Alton, thanks for being a member. Seppi Dog. Protect TRS Patriot with the American flag on it. Got it from Knife Hub. Very nice, Michael. That's cool. Riot VK Clue and Riot VK Frock. I still need to check out the Frock. I think maybe I haven't seen the Clue. I don't know. But I need to check those out. Hopefully they're coming my way fairly soon. The chat window is fighting you. I picture him getting beaten up by the chat. The chat has gloves. Take your gloves off and fight back. Sanders, Spyderco Mantra 4 just came in today. Nice. Neil, walking home from work. Be safe, dude. Thanks for being a member. I have refreshed the page and it still isn't working. Sorry, dude. Hey, Michael Miller, what's up? Good to see you. Ramses has that Leatherman Arc. Kunwu Chad PM60. Katuo Yakuza in 14C. Tack Knives Slugger D2. Concept Cosmos in 20CV and an Outdoor Element Neck Knife. Nice. Ramses, very cool. Let's see. Hey, Sergeant Maximus. Good to see you. Looky there. David Tooley, Tempest Jetstream, Spyderco Military 2, Wee Bougie Banner. All in Knives Fast Blue. Where is my Dolica? There is one of them, so we'll use this one. There's your Dolica salute, Mr. David. Thank you for being a member for a long time. My members are so faithful and so awesome. I cannot do this without you. Patreon or right here on YouTube. I appreciate you guys. Kershaw Livewire to Monterey Bay CZK. Nice, Clint Crosby. Very cool. Hey, Kevin Smith, thanks for being a member and thanks for being here. Trying to make sure I don't miss anybody's pockets here. Hey, Steve, there's Stephen Kern, channel member and awesome collector dude. Very cool. He got his 2 Mach 71s at Blade Show, which is cool. And the king and queen of QC, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Freak Show, channel member and moderator, and Mrs. Freak Show. She's a lurker tonight, but she's a 43-month member and an awesome QC person. We did QC on Sunday, which was yesterday, KC, and everything went really well. We had one knife with a scratch on it. Somebody wants to scratch it. No, I'll keep it for warranty. Mach 71 Blackbird today. Stealth in the pocket now. Nice, dude. He's rotating between them. That's awesome. Hey, Wheezy, what's going on? Hello, Ramses. Yeah, hit that like button. All right, so for me today, I have the blue Mach 71. These are dropping on Friday at 2 p.m. at TempestKnives.com. Now, listen. The code that will work for these for 10% off is Tempest10. Tempest10. One more time, Tempest10. Hey, old school rocker. But these are available on Friday at 2 p.m. And if you go there now, old school rocker, thanks for being a member. You can go and see how much they cost. You can go and see all the details, what kind of skiffs go on them. All that is over at TempestKnives.com. As a matter of fact, we can show that real quick. Nope, not that one. This one. If you go over there, you will see there's the front page. You just scroll down. Is this showing? It's probably not. Nope, it's not. Hold on. I can't stand you when you do this to me, you crazy StreamYard. All right, here we go. So at the top of the page, you will see the banner that just says Tempest Knives. It will show you the 3 versions of the Tempest Tornado that are currently available. You can either use code Knives Fast for those right now for 10% off, or go ahead and knock in your head Tempest 10, put the Tempest 10 in, and you can get 10% off a Tornado right now. Now, slightly down the page, you will see, hey, Dirty Dan, what's up? You will see these guys, the 4 versions of the Mach 71. They will go live Friday at 2 p.m. Hey, Lion, not a sheep. Hinder Eclipse Harpoon Spanto for Dirty Dan. Nice. I'll go back in a second and see if I missed anybody. So if you click on one of them, it will give you the price before the code, and it will give you all the specs over here, okay? All the stuff you want to know is right there. Several pictures, the whole shooting match. Why do I still have that like and subscribe on the screen? Let me get that off of there. There we go. But there you go. That's what we've got, okay? So that is awesome. Hope you guys check those out. All right. Let's go back over here and see if I missed anybody else. Ready for Friday. It's just now Monday, Sanders. Hey, Mr. Mouse. Hey, what's up? Rory's on vacation and still stopping in from Minnesota. Trouble Bunny in the house. What's going on? Good to see you. That's awesome to have you here. Very, very cool. Second knife for me in the pocket today is a new Spider Co. Wait, was that a new pickup question or what I carried today? What you carried today, sir? This is the Spider Co. Stretch 2, which, guys, I'm basically calling this. This is a PM2 with a lightweight scale and a back lock. I mean, that's basically what this is. This is in Spy 27. It might be a little bit bigger than a PM2, but pretty cool. So I got that one in. Very thin, very slicey. And third, but certainly not least, hey, want to know why? Want to know why I carried a Civivi Savant in Damascus. Very, very nicely done. And last but not least is this beauty. This is the Axial Gear Alpine Light. This is the lightweight version of their sheep's foot here. Very cool. It is in something. MagnaCut. Hard to read backwards. Yeah, I got a little voice, Donald. Good to see you. It's bigger and the blade isn't as tall. Gotcha. Understood, but it's similar though. I'm not wrong, Jeremy. Don't second guess me. Survivey. We got a Survivey. All right. Hey, Roost. What did that say? Rootster. Carried a Microtech Stitch and a PM2 Salt today. That's a good carry. Very nice. I wish they did the drop point stretch too in steels other than VG10. Gotcha. The drop point, is this not the drop point? What is this? I'm confused because this is in Spy 27. Hey, John Paul's in the house. He's always upset that he can't make it, but apparently he's here, so that's great. Hey, J1W, good to see ya. All right, so that's what I had today. Real quick before I go any further, I want to remind you guys that tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern, the Jack Wolf Gateway Fix EDC at, I believe, $75 drops. You can use my link in the description. My video goes up in the morning, and you can use that link, and it will help the channel. You can't get a code, can't help it. But that's 5 versions of this, or 6 versions, I think, a bunch of versions, a little bit of everything. This is the saw cut blue bone, very sweet. And these are dropping tomorrow for like $75. Yep. Very, very cool. And it comes with the normal cool Jack Wolf artwork, which you gotta love. Jack Wolf knives. There you go. Very, very cool. And while we're on a fixie kick real quick, did you guys see this crazy thing? Hey, Dylan, what's up, man? Dylan Mallory in the house. This is the new version of the Kaiser Hallow in mirror, DLC, and shoot, what is it? It's it's Spider Co steel. I can't remember. Z-Wear. It's in Z-Wear. This is fantabulous. It's got the removable scales that have magnets on them, so you can remove the scales and you can buy other carbon fibers or whatever to put on there. That is pretty sweet. So got this in. Go watch my full video on it from Saturday. Really, really cool. Hey, Laser Ghost, what's up, Donnie? Good to see you. Hey, Titanium Justin, what's up, my friend? All right, let's get into this box. I know what it is. You don't, but you're about to. Let's see. Now, this comes from a loyal follower of the channel that is always sending me cool stuff to give you guys. And this is this entire box. This box right here, decent size box, is all full of stuff he wants me to give away. This guy has his own channel. Okay, this is from Rebel Rouser. Rebel Rouser has his own stinking channel, and he sends me stuff all the time to give away. So first of all, we've got enough Rebel Rouser bracelets for an army, okay? We could do, the whole army would be happy, right? We have a bunch of stickers and stuff. What is this? Let's see what this is. Oh, look at that. Like a little knife tool to put your oil in and put it up there. That's cool. We've got a bunch of Rebel Rouser stickers. We've got a EDC Hank here. Man alive. He sent a bunch. Guys, this is crazy. He sent a bunch of veterans coins. So I'll be putting those in. Matter of fact, let's get one out for tonight. And all I ask is, if you are not a veteran and you win one of my giveaways, please take the coin. Yeah, Shane's his name. Take the coin and give it to a veteran, please. We were giving these out at Blade Show, and I've never seen a more grateful group of people. You will make someone very happy to be honored and treasured like that. So please, if you win one of these and you are not a veteran, please give it to a veteran, okay? Let's see what else is in here. Oh my gracious. We've got a pouch. Viper Raid pouch. Are you kidding me? That is nice. Very, very nice. We've got a Viper Raid pouch. By the way, we've got a 250th coin. America's 250s. 250 years. We've got an i3T, i3E EOS here. Very cool. We've got some of those eagles because his symbol is an eagle, plus some pouches. Send cut patches, eagles, and a box here. Let's see what's in the box. I'm going to put this over here. It is full of stuff. Bear Ops. Hey, Kirby, good to see you, man. Buffering. Uh-oh. This is from Bear Ops. Interesting. We've got a really cool kind of tactical knife to give away here. With a ginormous gas breaker. It's got a gas breaker, y'all. Hey, Fred, what is going on? Very cool. So, yeah, thank you to our buddy Rebel Rouser, Shane over there. Nicest dude. You've got so much stuff being added to the giveaway. We're definitely going to make sure this coin gets in there tonight. Hopefully, I'll remember to do it. I'll put it in there now before I forget. Is breaking gas like cutting cheese? Sure, why not? Oh, goodness. Now, real quick, Doug's going to come on in a few minutes, but I want, hold on. John Paul, Microtech, Ultratech, ZBP, and SOCOM Bravo. Jack will feel good, Pink Carbon Fiber, TRM Tagalong, and Chavez Chubb for John Paul, who's actually here. Woo! Good to see you, my man. Good to have you here. All right, give me a second to clean up this mess. I'm going to put this down here, and I'm going to put that 250. By the way, tonight's giveaway swag pack is jammed. Look at O-Father back there. Really cool. It is jammed full. That is as full as I could get this bag. I don't think I can fit any more stickers or anything in there. It is jammed for tonight, okay? And we'll have a good giveaway later. It'll be after Doug and all that stuff. Now, real quick, we're going to, well, you know what? We'll show that when Doug's here. That's fine. We'll wait. Okay. So, want to know why? Knives. Could you do me a favor? This is my stream. So, we don't need you telling other people what other streams are going to be on. This is you can go to any stream you want, just don't advertise for them. If you want to go to Rob's stream, then please, by all means, go to his stream. But yeah, every week. So just don't do that if you would. Thank you. Carried my fresh out of the box Tempest Mach 71 X1, and I'm just loving it. Nice. Gorilla killed it for guys. We literally ripped through the QC because these guys are so awesome. Very, very cool. I appreciate you, Gorilla. Carry my KB Knives Protocol and Devo Nip L. Very nice, Mr. Fred. I'm not trying to be mean, dude. I'm sorry. But if you want to, this is, I don't know. It's just kind of weird to come in somebody's stream and tell everybody to leave and go to the other stream. All right. Oversensitive KC, but whatever. It's fine. I am going to put 2 more. Huh? Thank you. Ashland says I'm okay to say that.
The same thing as walking into a room where somebody's presenting their art, art showcase, and being like, "Hey, look at my art."
Yeah, exactly. Oh goodness. Or walking into somebody's like store and going, "Well, I really like the selection at the other store better." Later. It's like, all right, okay. I came here to say Devo is my favorite company. Oh gosh, really? KC is more entertaining. I hope so. And I don't play kazoos. I do have a little sound maker down here. We'll see if it gets summoned this evening, especially if your guest has a very special cause. Yep. So at 8:30, Doug from KnifeRights is going to be here, guys. And I would ask, literally, be prepared with questions because Doug loves that. Doug is the best. And yeah, I don't know if I want to say what I was going to say. No, you can do that. Want to know? Please. If you want to watch 20 lives at the same time, go for it. Just, I don't know. Sorry. I apologize. I take back everything I said. You can say what you want. Hey, Kane Miranda, I'm just trying to say it's just kind of weird to come in here and tell everybody you're going to another stream. I'm going to go live just to screw with Kelly. Okay, if Kelly did, I would tell you all to go watch her. So go for it. Ladies and gentlemen, Jim Miller, here it comes. You ready? The storm siren. Jim has summoned the storm siren. Thank you, Jim. Thank you for your $10. And Jim used that $10 to tell you guys, go over to KnifeRights.org and support. Now, we're going to tell you, if you don't know what KnifeRights is, it's really simple, okay? You see this right here? This right here is the Axial Shift V3. These are coming to Blade Bench Shop, dark mode version on the 25th. 2 years ago, I could not carry these in my state. Okay, I couldn't own this in my state. So first, KnifeRights came into my state and put through got the legislature to put through legislation with the governor that signed it, and that legislation went through to make these legal to own. Then they came right back and did another piece of legislation to make these legal to now carry. So that's what KnifeRights does. If you have a blade length limit in your state, if you have an auto ban in your state, that is what KnifeRights does. There are three people, and they go from state to state, filing lawsuits, filing petitions to get these kinds of things, kinds of dumb knife laws off the books. Okay. And that's what they do. So if you agree with that and you want to help with that, go to KnifeRights. As a matter of fact, we'll do this again when Doug's here, but I'm going to do it now too. So if you get tired of it, it's okay. That's what tonight is all about. Tonight is all about supporting KnifeRights. Okay. So if you go over here and you go over here on the right-hand side, can you see that? Let's make sure. Yep. It says Ultimate Steel Spectacular. If you click on that, and let's make sure you can see that. No, you can't. Fun. I cannot stand when it does that. It opened a new page, so give me a second. And and Ultimate Steel. So if we look at this, you can see here, it says donate now, over $20,000 of extra prizes in the early bird bonus drawing, doubles your chances to win. It ends at 11:59 tonight. Tonight is your last chance to get in on the early bird. You have 4 hours, 5 minutes, and 33 seconds to get in on the early bird drawing. If you click here, it's going to tell you, let's see, did it open a new page? It did. Here we go again. All right, hold on, guys. Remove that. Open another new page. I don't like that. It ought to just open it right where it is, but I don't know. All right, so here you go. If I open that one, there you go. $20 gets you 1 entry. $40 gets you 2 entries. $60 gets you 4 entries. $80 gets you 6, so on and so on and so on, all the way up to 150 entries and some cool prizes if you give $1,000, okay? And then you fill out all your stuff and you go to town, and there you go, okay? Now, somebody in the chat, remind me, how much is it to join KnifeRights? I've always given more than it is to join, but at one of the lower levels, it might be the $20 level, makes you a member to KnifeRights. I don't remember exactly. It's either the $20 or the $40. Yeah, if you're not a member, and I do it every year, if you're not a member, definitely try to be a member if you can. Uh-oh, what'd Fred say? I actually wanted to get a different gun. Oh, I don't know what we're talking about. I don't know. But anyway, it's all good. Hey, Robo, what's going on, man? 30 a year. Okay. I think it's 40, says Jim. So somebody go on there real quick and find it for me if you would. Hold on. Well, let's just close this and let's go back to the main page, which is this one. Nope. Yes. This page. And nope, that's not the main page. Oh, well. But anyway, somebody's going to find out and tell us in the chat how much it is. It's either 20 or 40 or something like that. 35 to join. Okay. So if you go to that $40 level or 35, then you will get entered. And you will get, if you go to $40, you will get 2 entries. Okay. So very, very cool. I just got to notice that that the gun I have had legally for the past 5 years is no longer legal in New York. 3 months to divest. Wow, that sucks. 35. Thank you, Jim. So $40 will get you membership and 2 entries. I would say if you can afford the membership, please do it. Okay. And then you'll renew it every year. If you do it now, then every year when Ultimate Steel comes up, it's time to renew. Yeah, so Fred, we have a law like that going in our state very soon. All right, so $5 for an extra entry, right? Exactly. So definitely, we'll talk about more when Doug gets here, but it's definitely very worthwhile. And there's 84 people in here already. That is too cool. And again, don't forget, Friday represents a big deal for me, okay? Friday is the launch of the Mach 71. Now, if you don't know, it all started around here with the Mach 51. And the Mach 51 didn't fund. And the Mach 71 is me like trying to get close to that. So it is literally, there you go. Burning Stable says can't stop flicking his. Look at that. So these are very smooth. They all have very consistent, very good detents. And they are super thin and slicey. And I know I said I wouldn't spine whack knives anymore, but yesterday I spine whacked one of them just so people could say, okay, look, it works. It's my knife. It's not going in a box. It's in my case. That is cool. And thank you very much, Clayton. I appreciate you, buddy. But yeah, so we're going to talk more when Doug gets here about all the KnifeRights stuff. So we'll let that go for now. By the way, and I'm probably going to do another video before Friday, but there is a video down below here that was my kind of unboxing of the Mach 71. If you want to go watch that, it'll give you more details, but I'll probably do another video. I don't know if I have time. I would be flicking my Mach 71 if I had it out to be reviewed again. Yeah, I think Derek must have just had it. Sever 7, because he just did a video. Spine whack with pride in the U.S. Very nice. Very nice. 89 people watching and only 57 likes. What is wrong with the rest of you? Thanks, J1. Appreciate it. Uh-oh. Hold on a second, guys. Okay. And I have to be good, guys, because I think my mom might be watching right now. So don't say anything to get me riled up. Whatever you do, don't get me riled up. I think my mom might be watching. Hi, Mom. So I'm sorry, boss. I forgot to oh, come on, Dirty Dan. Derek had to go to another reviewer. Last gasp prior to the release. There you go. Thank you for your help, Fred. Appreciate you, buddy. I am poorly behaved. I am always poorly behaved. It's just how it is. All right, I got to stop messing with this axial, but guys, this is great. This is right up there with my live wire, and it might be a little more thunderous than the live wire. I don't know. We'll compare them when I do my video. Very, very fantastic. Yeah, I know when Doug was coming, I got OTF sitting over here. I got my Ocaso here as well. I'm usually poorly behaved. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're the worst. Barlock. Oh, don't do that. Oh, that's not good. But anyway, that's hilarious. So, yep. So be looking Friday, guys. And again, I'm going to beat this home so that somebody doesn't email me during the drop. The code Knives Fast won't work because it's code Tempest 10. Whoa. Thank you, Freak Show. You're mean. Hey, Sean Batts, what's going on, dude? What's your take on jumping? What kind of jumping? Jumping up and down? Chrissy will kick his tail if he misbehaves. Yes. She'll take care of it. Yeah, we had a great time yesterday. If you didn't get to watch the stream we did, these are a great group of people that QC with me, and we just had a really good time. I don't want it, Robo, but thank you. I appreciate the tip. I don't need that tip. No, an asshole, that's not good. Set a reminder on your phone or do something. Who's a Benchmade junkie? Not me. Did you check out the OTF from Core Edge? I didn't. You asked me at the show. I forgot to go check it out, Fred. I didn't get to half of the boost. So I'll tell you guys what happened. And I'm going to fix this before Texas, before Blade Show Texas. Just didn't have enough room on my phone. I kept running out of space every day. And then I would edit and clear it up. But by that time, the show was over for the day. And yeah, I just didn't have enough space. And so I didn't go a lot of play. Yeah, I didn't go as many booths. I should have just gone and talked to people, even if I couldn't record. But I kept running out of space. It was really pathetic. So I'm going to buy a new, probably a DJI Osmo Pocket before next Blade Show. It's very expensive, and I keep putting it off. What in the world? Okay. But anyway, I really want a Snarf. They're crazy. Yeah, I reviewed one a while back. So Fred would have them. I don't have it. Just won't send any super chats for a while. What? Okay. I don't know. Yep. I may make it if I remember No, Jay. Jay started trying to stir the pot. Hey, Replicant, what's up, man? Everything is good. I hope you are well. I haven't seen y'all stream in a while. I assume you're still doing them. I just am always busy on Saturday. I think it's Saturday. Maybe if I remember, maybe I'll make the knives fast ones still work, just because people are so used to it. I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. But definitely Tempest 10 will work. Who knows if I'll remember? No, that doesn't work in ASO, you smart aleck. Y'all are so nice and well behaved, right? Is that true? Nice and well behaved. Not really. What else was I going to show? There was something else. Oh, I know, over here. So I showed that one the other day. Let's see. Where is the one? There. That one. And I want to show that and a couple of fixed blades. All right. I got a few things to show you guys before Doug comes on. So let's do that. Where is that other? So if you didn't see this earlier, this is in for review. This is the Axial Alpine Light. Very lightweight fixed blade from Axial. Milled out in the middle. It's a skeletonized fixed blade. Feels very lightweight. Very cool slicer. Very cool utility cutter from Axial Gear, which means it is made in the USA. There you go. Nice. Is that flag backwards? No, I guess. I don't know. It work either way, really. But that's fine. Next, this is my newest collaboration knife. I have no clue as to how to behave. Nice, Kelly. This is the Tempest Knives designed KB Icicle. This is my latest design. Hey, I want to ask you guys, what do you think of this clip? I kind of dig this clip. I drew this a while back, kind of forgot it, haven't used it again on another design. And now that I've used it in the pocket, I want more of this slim design. I really dig it. It doesn't sit quite as deep in the pocket as the Mach 71 does. Let's see. See? Doesn't quite sit as low in the pocket as the Mach 71, but it's good. It works well, and I'm digging it. Thank you, Jim. So again, really cool design. These are pretty expensive, but I do have a code. If you go to KB Knives, they're available, and you can use code Knives Fast. And I'm not sure if you get 10 or 20% these days. Hey, Big Mark, what's up, dude? Yeah, that's my newest design, bro. I got to see it, at the same time it got dropped to the public. Hadn't seen it. Went to Blade Show, and did we really just freeze? Here we go, guys. All right, we froze. Give me a second. Can you still hear me? Let me know if you can still hear me before I do anything. Hey, Paul Bessemer. It is reversible. I can't show you. Well, you can see on the screen there. So can you hear me or not? No, hello, Chuck. You're good, dude. Can hear you. All right. So I'm going to go out for a minute and try to come back and see if that fixes it. Give me a second. Okay, now we're completely out. All right. I got to leave and come back. I will return. Talk amongst yourselves. I will be right back. All right, guys, we're going to do this. I'm not going to be able to read the chat for a minute, but at least you can hear me. And I'm going to restart my computer, okay? This has to work. We got a very important guest coming up. I am going to restart my computer, and hopefully it will work. Let's see. Give me a second. All right. Computer is restarting. Somebody give me a thumbs up in the chat if you can hear me on here. It says there's 82 people here, so hopefully it's still working. So again, that is the KB Icicle. Very sweet indeed. I'm very happy with how they did. Okay, Robo, that's not good. It's not very whatever the word is. There we go. Thanks, James. Not very helpful. Very, what's the word I'm thinking of? Very reassuring. No, are you serious right now? Don't try to get me to do updates when I'm trying to do a stream. Why are we doing this? And why did you just lose the camera? Please work. Please work. Hey, Staten Island Edge. All right, let's see. All right, let me mute this mic. Or not. Okay. Well, I can hear myself, so I think that's right. All right, let me kill this. I don't know what's happening. Whoa. Hold on. Now StreamYard is in a dark mode all of a sudden. I've never seen this before, ever. It is suddenly in dark mode, which means I can't really see half of the stuff. This is great. So I don't know what the heck is happening. I think it looks like StreamYard may have done an update in the middle of my stream. That's literally what I think is happening. So, and get my stream back, my chat back. Okay. KC's back. You didn't drop another knife on your computer, did you? No, I did not. If I would have made a big joke about it. So I did not. All right, let's get the chat back over here. And how about, can you guys still hear me and see me okay? Is everything good? Thank you, Will B, for being a member for a long, long time. I appreciate you, guy. Thank you very much. Are we good? Yeah, it's in like it was white on the background. Now it's like black, and I can't see half of the icons that are normally on the screen. So I don't know what they did. Hey, Geo Knife. But if you guys can hear me, we'll just move on. We will just move on. I'm not sure what happened. Don't touch anything. Exactly, Angelo. It is very hard to read the chat, but that is okay. I don't know why it would have changed that. Let's see. You are live. Yes, I am. I can't change it while I'm live. It doesn't look like. Let's see. One more thing. General. Light mode. Got it. Okay, I can see now. There we go. Now I can see everything. We're good. KC, the clip looks terrible, but I don't know. You'd have to send me one so I can check it out. Very good. All right. Next knife. This is the Remet Scepter. Would you have a look at that? What in the world? This is the craziest looking thing ever. We've got like a crown pommely thing down there. We've got a button actuated frame lock. We've got Zircuti for a day and a half and a crazy wild knife. Oh, look at that. Keith the Knife Freak with the $2 super chat. Very good, Keith. Busy. Yep. Thank you for your $2 super chat. I appreciate you, my friend. There is your Daleka salute. Thank you, Keith. Looks like it should be in Game of Thrones. Yeah, it's pretty wild. I'll take half a day's worth of Zarkin. Yep. That is crazy. So we have an inlay on the blade, an inlay on the handle. Crazy looking pivot, as you can see. Why it looks like the internals of a crazy watch or clock or something. Yeah, pretty wild. For those of you that like that crazy knife, I'm not a fan of the looks, but it feels really nice in the hand. There you go. It does. It really does. No buffering on either of your laptops. Maybe it was having a problem already, Neil. I don't know. That's weird, man. We're back, so it doesn't really matter, but we wasted like 6 or 8 minutes of the stream thanks to our friends at StreamYard trying to sabotage me. It's the only thing I can think of. They were trying to sabotage me. Don't you guys think it's a knives fast what's the word? It's a knives fast conspiracy. They were coming after me. Casey expected me to hate that knife. No, he liked it. Hey, Casey, please let me know when I can buy mini fractals. I do not have Staten Island Edge. I do not have a crystal ball. It is going to go into production in the next month or two, which means later this year, like late this year, probably. I'm working on two versions with at least one dealer and maybe another one with another dealer. And then we'll get it into production. Okay. So yeah, sometime in the nearest future. I don't know. As close as I can get it. Now, I don't even remember the name of this knife, but this is a Penrose knife. And what's interesting is it was discontinued before it came to the pass around group. So I'm not even sure unless Kevin was holding on to it for like 6 months or something. This is a really cool knife, but it is a bar lock and it's not available. It's literally discontinued. So, yeah, not going to do a video on it. Don't see a reason to. So that's that one. There's also a multi-tool down here. I'm not going to do a video on, but that's just me. And then you have the Waddy. This guy right here is the Quiet Carry Waddy. It is a little itty bitty fixty little tiny guy in Van X. Very sharp and slicey and super duper thin, as you can see. Loving that guy, but it is very small. This is Tim B territory right here. This is Aries size. This is definitely Aries size. It'll be in the pass around. It's already in there to sign up for, Mr. Scott. It'll go to whoever's next on the pass around. JD started a channel for it the other day. Hence my curiosity. Gotcha. Very small. Hey, James Gibson. Not a big fan of this sheath. And there's a very specific reason. And that's the very specific reason right there. I shouldn't have done that. But it fits very loosely in that sheath. Extremely loosely. Thankfully, that fell on my notepad. We're not going to do that again. I didn't know it would come out that quick. I thought it would slowly slide out. But it definitely fell out hardcore. There you go. I can make a sheath. Oh, I need to send you something. I got to remember to do that, Scott. Scott's going to make a sheath for something for me. Well, maybe that's something that looks like these. By the way, these were a big hit at Blade Show. I think they're going to try to move them up. This is the Concept Anvil, my design. They had 3 of them at Blade Show, and I had 2 of them at Blade Show, and people really like these. I think it's safe to say. Would you say that, freak shows? I think people really enjoyed them. Almost, I mean, this is enough jimping for a small city. Is it more jimping than a Mach 71? Because there's a lot of jimping on the Mach 71. Is it more? Hold on. I'm trying to match them up here. What are we doing? It's more jimping. Just barely more jimping than the Mach 71. Very cool. Yep. Very popular. People were loving them and wanted to buy them on the spot. Right. I haven't done it yet. I need to go stump stick it. That's a great thought, Byron. I meant to do it, and I don't think I have yet. Did I? I don't think so. I need to. Yes, they are good. Thank you, Gorilla. I think they came out really nicely. So I'm excited for those indeed. There you go, Chuck. Hey, I listen, dude. It doesn't always mean a lot to me, jimping. It's not like my favorite thing in the world. But if you guys want it, you're going to get it. It's just that simple. Let's see real quick. I'm going to do something I don't want to do. Where is it? That is not the right box. There it is. All right. This is, we're gonna take care. We're gonna check this multi-tool off on the live stream, and if I can't close it, then I'm gonna be mad. This is the Claris Horizon. Claris Horizon MT07. What's that say? Professional multi-function pliers. Okay. Now, if I can't close this, we're not going to go all the way into it. Okay. We're just not going to, because me and multi-tools don't always get along. Now, is that magnetic or detent? Is a detent. It does have a glass breaker, which is an interesting thing to have on a multi-tool. You have very nice springy pliers with a wire cutter. I'm digging that. Looks like okay, this is interesting. Looks like you don't have a main blade, just the smaller tools, which is fine. Does not look like there's a main blade, and it does look like it's tricky. So I am not going to mess with it on the stream because you guys know I will mess that up indeed. So that is the Clark. It is a big, heavy multi-tool. This is a beast of a multi-tool. Let's see. 8-9 ounces maybe. Let's see what we say back here. 9.8 ounces. That is a massive multi-tool. Oh wow, you got cool full-size scissors back here. They are not spring loaded. Wah wah wah. Oh no. Why are they not spring loaded? They are not spring loaded. That is very sad. I love a good pair of scissors on a multi-tool. It does have a blade, okay? I lied. There's your Warncliffe blade. There's your scissors. There's your saw. And there is your file with a measuring device on it. 10-ounce multi-tool. Wow. Would you carry this? Now, it comes with a big sheath. I don't know. I'm curious if you guys would carry that. Let me know. I'll leave it out and do a short on it so people can see it. And but I'm not going to do a full review. Full reviews on multi-tools don't always turn out well for me. I have clunky hands and it just doesn't go well. For legal purposes, pinion rules. Yes, it does. Indeed, indeed, indeed. All right. Dale Lane, what's up? Definitely not carrying that with lightweight shorts. No. Yeah, Gorilla, I'm a little disappointed in the scissor thing. You know me and scissors. They got to be spring loaded. And that's why I love my Micra. I carry my Leatherman Micra every day because it's a nice, easy set of spring-loaded pliers. And this is perfect when you get that stupid string hanging from your shirt. This is perfect, okay? And I don't know about you guys, that happens. I'm frozen again. Oh, goodness. Well, I was just about to say Doug has joined us. Guys, we're gonna do this one more time. We're gonna try. I don't understand why it keeps freezing like that. Hold on a second. All right, I am gonna switch over to my phone for a moment so you guys can still see and hear me. Doug, give me just a couple minutes, okay? I'm gonna restart everything. I'm frozen, and that is not a good way to do a live stream. It's the second time it's happened tonight. I believe StreamYard is having issues. I am pretty sure that's exactly what's happening because the last time this happened, that's what was going on. All right, so let's switch over to the phone for a moment. All right. All right, he's trying to add me. There we go. All right, I'm going to shut this down and start over. And I will be back momentarily. So, Doug, if you just give me a moment, he may have to rejoin. All right, we're just going to shut it all the way down and try that. And I'm sorry, guys. I hate when this happens, but I don't know what to do about it. It doesn't happen very often, but when it does, it is a giant pain in the kazootie. And no, I don't know what a kazootie is. I just made that up. But we're going to restart the computer now, and I'm going to try not touching the desk because I was leaning on the desk when that happened. So we're going to try that. The anti-knife lobby is messing with me. Yes, that's exactly what it is. They are coming for Doug. They don't want Doug to come on. So the anti-knife lobby, no, I doubt it. Very seriously doubt it, but it's a good theory. It's a good theory. I mean, it could happen. It could happen. The challenges of live stream. All right. First, let me close this. All right. How about now? You guys let me know if you can hear me there. And yes, you can, because I hear you over here on my other. I need to get this out of here. All right. I'm going to leave over here. All right. Oh, boy. There we go. All right. So do you guys hear me now? Please let me know in the chat if you're hearing me. And I will not lean on the desk. We'll try and see if that's what the issue is. I highly doubt that's what the issue is. But we're gonna not lean on the desk here. I got to get my chat restored, and then I will add Doug in just a moment. This has been a challenging night. So hopefully it won't happen again. All right, let's see. So let's see if you guys can hear me. Yep, you can. All right, let's add Doug now while it's working. Ladies and gentlemen, not working. Wonderful. Okay, I cannot add Doug to the chat. Oh, I know why. Hang on. Hang tight. There we go. Hello, sir.
I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Because I can't hear you.
Uh-oh. I can hear you. Yes, I hear you.
Testing.
I hear you.
Testing.
I hear you.
Nope.
He doesn't hear me. Uh-oh. Let's see if I can help him out. Edit settings. No. I hear you, Doug.
All right. I've got you.
You hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yay.
Yay.
This so I think somebody has said that the anti-knife lobby is coming after my stream tonight. So,
Well,
it's twice this thing is shut down. So hopefully it won't happen again. But they saw me, Doug. They saw me earlier playing with this new axial gear shift V3. Even though it's legal in my state, it's legal. So go away. Doug made sure that was the case. And so leave me alone. So no, I'm kidding. Obviously, it's just a thing that happens every once in a while. But ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know who this is, Doug, and matter of fact, let's introduce you by asking a couple things. So I think I know this, but I love people to hear this from you. So your trip into knives started where, and where did you get to where you are now? Does that make sense? So did you start as a collector? Did you start as a designer? And then how does that turn into what you're doing here with KnifeRights?
So I mean, I grew up on a ranch. So I started out with knives when I was very young. And at a certain point, I ended up as a journalist with aviation, covering aviation.
Cool.
And for an organization that is a lot like Consumer Reports, but for aviation. So we reviewed gear. I ended up actually the first article I ever sold was about a survival kit that I had built for my own use when I was flying. And it just sort of grew from there. And I ended up opening my Equipped to Survive website and reviewing gear, which of course, number 2 most important piece of survival equipment besides your brain is a knife. And over a period of time, I got friendly with a lot of the knife community. And 20 years ago, this summer, this June, there was an article in the Wall Street Journal that pissed me off. It was pretty much like every bad article you've ever read about evil assault rifles, except it was about tactical knives. And I had spent time in England, and I realized that I did not want to see our country go there. And so I started KnifeRights, thinking, wow, this is going to be cool. I'll get a lot of support. And it didn't quite work out that way. It was a slow slog, but I've had a lot of freelancers from the Wall Street Journal contact me about writing about KnifeRights, and then when they find out that they're the reason that I started KnifeRights, those stories go away. I bet. Those reporters disappear.
You start typing your story. So I started KnifeRights because of an article in the Wall Street Journal. Bye, Doug.
Pretty much. And now we're 20 years later, 17 years of legislation and litigation. We've got 58 victories in 33 states. I mean, it has, besides exceeding everyone else's expectations, including all the people who thought I was crazy. Well, let me rephrase that. Everyone thought I was crazy, including my wife.
Probably, yeah.
A lot of them said I would never repeal a knife ban, that there was no chance of that ever happening. And
definitely done that.
I've enjoyed proving them wrong.
That's good. I like that. Now, guys, so if you don't know, okay, I just want to tell you a little background, okay? So, Doug, bear with me for a second. Don't freak out. Bear with me. So, KnifeRights has this giant palatial building with like 500 employees, and these people guys, this is not the NRA, okay? If I can drive just north of my house here about 3 hours, and I can drive past the NRA building, okay? It's huge, and there's a ton of people. It's that guy, it's his wife, and a litigator, right? I mean,
lobbyists.
Lobbyists,
and we hire lawyers for litigation.
Right? But full time, basically. That's it. Okay. So guys, this is an organization. This is why I feel passionate about this. Well, first of all, okay, just going to get personal for a second. I got to go hug this guy at Blade Show. He's a friend. He's a friend of the knife community, not just because of knives. He's just a very good person. Okay. So if you've never met Doug, I enjoy Doug and his crazy shirts and his fun booth every year. And it's a lot of fun to see these people. They're not your stuffed shirt lobbyists that are trying to take care of your rights. These are people that like knives, use knives. Matter of fact, design and sell knives. We'll get to that in a minute. And they're trying to fight for your rights. Like I said, in my state, Virginia, here's the second one, Doug. This is a Ocaso Lucent OTF. I could not carry this 2 years ago. I think it was 3 years ago. You guys made it. Yeah, 3 years ago, you made it where I could own it. And 2 years ago, you made it where I could carry it, I believe, if I remember correctly. But somewhere around there, whatever it is, I appreciate it. And he's working on things. And we're not going to take a ton of Doug's time tonight, but we can go into some specific things as he wants to.
I'm happy to answer.
Okay.
Anything.
Great. So if you've got a question,
you guys.
So, but what I want to do,
encourage you to support us.
Yep. That's what I was about to say. What I want to do up front, and we'll do it again. We'll bookend it. We'll do it now, and then we'll do it at the end of your time. If you're not supporting KnifeRights or you haven't supported them this year, okay, guys, this is an organization that has ongoing expenses. It's not you support them one and you're done. Okay. So basically, right now, through tonight, there is an early bird entry for something called the Ultimate Steel Spectacular. Nice. Spectacular. And basically,
not the only one who does that.
Yeah, I'm the best. I had all of this queued up on my screen, but of course, the lobbyists took it away from me. No, I'm just kidding. But if you go to the KnifeRights website, on the right-hand side, you will see something that says Ultimate Steel Spectacular. Click on that, okay? Go into that website and click on that. Now I'm going to share what it looks like once you click on that. And so when you click on that, you're going to see a page that looks something like this. And on that page, you're going to see, by the way, over here on the right, click to donate. And then down here, prizes. So here's the thing. If you enter in the next 3 hours, 22 minutes, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 seconds, okay, you are going to have a chance to get two drawings. Okay, you're supporting a good cause, and you're going to get a chance. And you can see, depending on what level you go in at, there's also free gifts you can get. Now, the spider codes are gone, it looks like, Doug.
they always go quickly. I can't imagine why.
Yeah. But you got some QSP stuff. You got a SOG knife. You got what looks like, an AD-10 from Cold Steel. A little bit of everything. And then you can see down below some of the examples, or is this all the prizes, Doug?
All the prizes.
You can see the prizes that are going to be. We're not talking puny stuff, guys. This is real,
really cool stuff.
Yep. So real quick, in the chat, do me a favor. Don't anybody else type anything else. If you've ever won in a KnifeRights drawing, just type the word yes. That's all I want to see is a bunch of yeses in the chat. Okay. If you've ever won in a KnifeRights drawing, I want to see a yes. Okay. So let's keep scrolling here while they're doing that. But you can see these packages, Doug, these are donated by some very large, very good supporters.
Every single prize is 100% donated.
That's awesome.
I spend a good part of my year working to get these donations so that folks have a really good opportunity to win them.
I know there's more yeses than that. There we go. Here they come. Yes, 2 times. Yes. Very, very cool. I knew a bunch of you have won. And I still see, I don't see a couple people that, nothing like getting the text saying you've won. There you go. Very cool, Jim. But yeah,
what's really wonderful about doing this is because I contact everybody, and the number of people who tell me they've never won anything, I bet 20 to 30% of the people that get drawn every year will tell me I've never won anything. And it's winner's choice. I mean, it's not just that you won something, but you get to choose your prize from everything
explain
that's
that.
left.
It's basically in the order you draw, and whatever's left, you get to choose.
Exactly. So the first person in both drawings, the main drawing and the early bird, get to pick their prize from everything that's left. So first person gets their pick of everything. Second person gets their pick of everything but what the first person wants. And all the way down to the very end. The only one who doesn't get a choice is when there's only one prize left.
It's when there's one prize left.
Yeah.
But there, guys, look, I'm still scrolling. I mean, this is insane. So there are a lot of chances to win.
Hundreds of opportunities.
And we're not talking, I mean, look at this. Just stopping right here. There's a St. Michael Spartan Harsey folder. I mean, come on. There's a Benchmade Gold class. Some of you would really love to win some of the stuff. But back to what it's really all about. I mean, I love to show all that, but it's about supporting this guy trying to take care of some of these, Doug, let's just say it like it is, antiquated, useless laws. And there's your link from Tim. And so, Doug, give me an example of the silliest knife law you've come across. What's the one? And hopefully it was the easiest one to tip over. I don't know, but what's a crazy one?
Well, so there are a number of knife laws, particularly in some of the blue states, that are utterly outrageous. I mean, for example, in New Jersey is the only state where violations of knife prohibitions are felonies automatically.
Wow.
Now, there's a number of states where misdemeanor can be upgraded to a felony if you have a prior. I mean, we spent almost 10 years fighting New York City about gravity knives, where, hundreds of people were prosecuted under felonies because they had a prior, sometimes 20 or 30 years before. We finally won that lawsuit by fixing the law. But that took three times to Governor Cuomo before, he vetoed it twice before he finally signed it, with our case up for appeal at the Supreme Court. Part of our success is we just don't give up.
Right.
But
you told me in Virginia it was multiple times that you went back.
Oh yeah, Virginia from start to finish, I would say Virginia probably took 9 years.
Yeah, sounds about
all
right.
Together.
Had to wait for the right governor.
Well, it's a combination of governor and legislature and timing. There have been cases where we've gone in and gotten everything done in one fell swoop, so to speak.
Gotcha. So we just had, I just want to point out, we just had a couple of people say they gave just now, just Gorilla, 2 entries.
Thank you so much.
Robo Steve-O just gave $20. Thank you.
Thank you.
So appreciate you guys.
I can't do what we do without the money. I mean, our budget runs into, typically $250,000, $300,000 a year, and we probably get more done per dollar than almost any advocacy organization out there, because it, as you noted, it's basically me, it's my wife Sue part-time, and it's a lobbyist, and we hire lawyers as we need, but lawyers don't come cheap. Lobbyists don't come cheap.
And travel doesn't come cheap, and all
oh my
stuff.
God, travel, the cost of travel prior to COVID, if we had a $600 or $700 travel bill for my lobbyist, which is always last minute, that was like, oh my gosh. Now I don't think we've had a travel airline ticket under $1,000 since COVID. I mean, that's a huge increase, and we get things done because we do show up. We don't write emails and letters. we show up at the state houses and we lobby. You know, Todd shows up, I show up. You know, we get things done because we're on the ground. But
right, because you're working.
That costs money.
Yep.
It costs
and you're
travel,
making relationships and talking to people.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
real quick,
that's
Doug,
the only way to get it done.
I have to do this because Tim's not going to let me get away with it now. Tim B, who's my chief moderator, says, please ask Doug who the first Ultimate Steel Spectacular 2026 donor was this year. I'm thinking that's a loaded question, and it must have been Tim.
It might have been.
It must have been.
So some of these nerdy types, Tim, go looking for the Ultimate Steel weeks ahead of launch, and happen to stumble on our website.
That's great.
As we're trying to get ready to launch. But
that's funny.
You know, the fact that and Tim, you're not the only one, but the fact that people love our fundraiser, I don't think there's a better fundraiser out there.
I mean, I don't think so.
If you like knives and firearms and that kind of stuff, I mean, we got them. We got them.
Mick says he'll be donating later this month. Nice. Blade Shooter just donated now. Nice. Appreciate
awesome.
you.
Just remember, if you want to get in there early bird, you got to donate by midnight tonight Eastern.
11:59 is what it says on the website, Doug. Let's make sure. But Chuck just donated. Very cool, Chuck. Thank you. Okay, so if you don't know this, Doug is also a knife designer. He has several. He's got fixed blades. He's got a little survival kit knife thing, and he's got the Hogue Ritter RSK series of knives. And we talk about this every time because I think this is important, guys. That's how Doug can pay his bills, and go work for KnifeRights. Okay, you buy his knives, and that's how he does it. Tell us more about your knives, Doug, and where they're available and all that stuff.
So, my folders are all made by Hogue.
Yep.
We have been in the process of reinvigorating that relationship. We introduced 2 new colorways in Rich Light at Blade Show. We've got this one in the crimson with the black blade, and this one with blue. I mean, the Rich Light is nice. Really pretty, and interestingly, slightly less heavy than the carbon fiber and G10 that we typically use. Right. We have some interesting stuff in the pipeline over the next year that's going to come on board. We're in the process of redesigning my DougRitter.com website, and eventually everything will be available through my association with Hope. The idea is, let's build the brand. You know, I've been very happy to have been associated with Aeromedics originally and KnifeWorks over the last decade. Still have a great relationship with Roger and Ashley, great people, but really direct to consumer is growing, and we feel like I and my wife feel like, you know, that is really an opportunity for us to do things, to do some drops, to do some limited editions, to do some new designs that I've had in my mind and had sketched out now for a while. It's going to take a while, but I love the fact that people come up to me and show me their knives at Blade Show and elsewhere. I was at a restaurant the other night, and someone came over and said he recognized me and pulled one of my RSKs out of his pocket. And I mean, there's no greater feeling than knowing that your product is being used. You know, we've done some fancy knives with Damascus and that sort of stuff, but the vast majority of my knives are designed to be used. And I don't think there's a greater compliment you can pay a knife designer or a knife manufacturer than the fact that you carry the knife and you use the knife.
100%.
Design my knives for.
Yeah, same thing. When people come up to me at Blade Show with one of my knives, it's just crazy to me. Real quick, Ramsey says donation done. Very nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Neil just got 2 more entries. You can go back and upgrade if you will, if you want to. And guys, like I said earlier, the way I do it is it reminds me to renew my membership every year. When Ultimate Steel comes up, I give, and that renews my membership.
Every donation, $60 or more, includes an annual membership. So,
okay, 60. We got it cleared up, guys. There you go.
Yeah. I would guess that probably 75 or 80% of our membership renew via the Ultimate Steel.
Yeah. That's the way I do it. It just reminds me.
Yeah.
It's good. Let's see. James says I have one of Doug's folders. Very nice.
Thank you.
In all honesty, yes, I was the first donor. Yes, I was checking the site often, but more so to share it on the live. Yes, he shares it over and over again as soon as it goes live.
Thank you.
He wasn't picking on you. He was just saying you knew before others did, before they were ready.
Hey, if he stopped picking on me, there's always someone in line too.
There you go. I need to buy a second Ritter Hogue. There you go.
Oh, I like that. What a concept. Yeah. Buy 2 or 3. Go. Cheaper by the dozen.
Go get them all. Yeah. Just got 9 entries. Nice, Keith. Good job.
Thank you for your $100 donation.
Yeah, there you go. And you get a knife out of that too.
Yeah. And our 50 stars knife, the SOG, traditionally when we've done the 50 stars, that has been our most popular donation knife. Everyone loves those stars.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense, really. And Jim comes up to you every year at Blade Show and renews his membership, so that's cool. Got that done. I remember you telling me that, Jim. Very cool. So yeah, guys, I am not a big. Well, it's funny. I should say what I'm about to say. I'm not a big fundraiser on my stream. I'll say it that way because in my regular day job, Doug, I do fundraising all day long. That's what I do. So
I hope you have more fun because fundraising is a lot of work. I spend more time working on fundraising than I do actually accomplishing the end result.
Especially putting together, all the donations and the website and all the other things that go with it. That's I can't even imagine.
Beggar in chief.
Yeah. I like that. Very nice. Let's see. In fun fact, you can get titanium scales and all things for the Deca on the original goat and make it fancy. Okay. Good to know. Hey, Wicked Dream.
You can get titanium scales for the RSK from the RSK as well.
There you go. Awesome stuff. Hello, Wicked Dream. Welcome in. All right. So, guys, real quick, any questions you have for Doug on if you have specific, are you working in Pennsylvania or whatever your question is, now's the time to ask. Just finished my donation. I'm from New Jersey and we need a change in knife laws. Yes, you do, Stephen.
Yes, you do. Unfortunately, what you really need is a change in legislature and governor. There are certain states, and the reason we have 3 federal lawsuits going currently is there are just certain states where, despite the fact that we generally get bipartisan support, we are just not going to get anything done in the legislature. We're suing the state of California over their switchblade ban. We're suing the state of Minnesota over their switchblade ban. And we're suing the federal government over the Federal Switchblade Act. Sometimes the only solution is litigation. It is a roll of the dice. It is very expensive, but
any lawsuit is very expensive. Yes,
we have picked all the low-hanging fruit, and we picked a lot of the fruit that's in the middle of the tree, but there's stuff at the top that the only way we're going to get it done is to get it through the courts, and that is a very long, very frustrating, and very expensive proposition,
and
but
probably a few appeals and that kind of stuff. You never know. So
for sure. I mean, we're at the appellate level at both the California and the Federal Switchblade Act lawsuit. We expect some decisions here, sometime in the near future, and those will probably be appealed. I mean, it's going to be appealed, and the same with Minnesota. Even though we had a great oral argument and we're cautiously optimistic about a decision at the district court level, I know I've got 2, 3, 4 years ahead of me in that lawsuit just going through the appeals. It's not like the state of Minnesota is going to roll over and play dead. They are going to appeal if we win, and if we do lose, as we have often at the district court level, we're going to appeal. So one way or the other, we're going to appeal.
It's going for All right, so I'm going to take notes here, but I wanted to point this out. David, rule number 9, 22 entries. Thank you, David.
Thank you, David.
Very cool. All right, let's go through a couple of these. Anything going with New York laws, says Robert Feely.
So New York is in the Second Circuit. New York is going to end up being a lawsuit. The days when we could get something done through legislation there. I mean, we did get rid of the gravity knife law. It's legal to carry a gravity knife in New York State. But if we want to get rid of their auto law and their restrictions on dirks, daggers, and stilettos and that sort of stuff, that's going to come through litigation. And we have a strategy. It's a decade-long strategy, and we're only just in the first few years of that. But we have started our litigation in states where it makes sense to do so strategically, and hopefully at the end of that process, we will have precedents that will allow us to go after laws in the other circuits, and they will fall as well.
Good.
It's a long, really annoying and expensive process to do things through litigation. But
I bet
New York and the other states that are in the Second Circuit where we have issues, that's going to be how it gets done.
Yep. All right, a couple more here, and there's some really good questions actually. I like this one. I'm from Cali. Sue the crap out of them. Nice, Chucket.
Thank you. Donate so that we have the money to do so. We have gone through the appeals process. We are at the en banc request, in other words, asking the Ninth Circuit to review the appeal decision, which was ridiculous. And eventually that will end up working towards a Supreme Court appeal. It's just the nature of the beast. It's really frustrating to go to work in a district where the odds are. I mean, I would love to win in the ninth, but the odds are not in our favor.
Not in that
knew that going in, and that's okay, because you have a better chance of being taken seriously at SCOTUS, the Supreme Court, if you have a circuit split. So we almost have to lose somewhere to get the Supreme Court
the ultimate
to
win,
take the case. It's a lot of money to lose, but it's, again, we do have a strategy. I mean, we aren't just throwing this stuff up against the wall in hopes that, it'll work. It's a gamble. I talk to people when we go to SHOT Show and they're, oh, did you go gamble tonight? It's like, no, you don't understand.
Yeah.
I gamble every day.
I gamble all the time. Yes.
With a lot of money and with, people's rights hanging in the balance.
100%. All right, let's do a couple more of these. This one's, where'd it go? So I did something about this today. I had a video showing this guy. This is a 3.75 inch Spyderco Stretch 2 XL. And Clint says, how about Chicago's horrible 2.5 inch laws? Wow. That's an interesting one.
So Chicago, again, the odds of, we were able to make switchblades legal in the state of Illinois with a FOID card, which is a notational sort of thing. You pay your money, you get your FOID card, you can carry a switchblade. But Chicago's 2.5-inch limit, Chicago's ban on switchblades, that sort of thing, that is going to end up being litigation. After the Bruin decision, the Second Amendment gives us some rights that unfortunately we have to go pry out of the people who would prefer not to give them to us. So
Right.
we will be in litigation on that kind of stuff,
For
a long time. As long
Yeah.
as I'm willing to do this, I'm
Yeah.
73. I got another, decade left of useful.
There you go.
So we'll be there.
Byron puts up something very important as well, guys, that I appreciate all my moderators reminding me of this stuff. If you don't know what you can carry in your state, check out the Legal Blade app at KnifeRights.org. Okay.
We have a app for that.
Yep. We have an app for that.
Legalblade.org.
Go check it out, guys. Thank you, Byron. Blazeburger, Mr. Ritter, you did great work in Delaware last year. I am an annually recurring KnifeRights supporter and will always support what you do. It's a pleasure seeing you live tonight. There you go.
Thank you so much. It's nice to be appreciated as opposed to the people who, throw stuff at me.
Angry Tom is not angry at the moment. And he says, I think Washington State is taking OTF off the ban list. Is that correct, Doug?
Unfortunately, no. Washington State is a real pain in my ass. We have gotten our bill through the House. We have gotten our bill through the Senate. What we have not been able to do is get it through both the House and the Senate. And then, of course, we have to deal with the governor. We will be back. We don't give up. But it would not surprise me that in the end, it ends up being a litigation victory. Don't forget that Washington is in the Ninth Circuit, same circuit as California.
Oh,
so if we win in California, then that will overturn the bans in Washington State as well.
Interesting. Interesting question. And Gorilla here is a teacher. I know that. So how difficult does the Texas track meet case make your work? Are you familiar with what he's talking about there?
Yes.
Okay.
So at this stage in our evolution, I don't think it really adversely impacts us because so some background. We were able to almost get rid of all of Texas's length limit restrictions. And the only reason we didn't was during the process of getting that legislation passed, a young man was stabbed on the campus, just literally blocks from the State House, with an illegally carried knife. So changing the law would have made no difference. And we were still able to get it almost done. We still want to get rid of location restricted knives, but that's an ongoing issue in Texas, and we continue to work on it. The Camille Anthony case at this point doesn't affect us because the states where we have work left to do in terms of removing bans are states where we were unlikely to get it done through legislation
in the first place. Right.
Now, and the issues we deal with in getting preemption passed in states where we have fixed the knife laws or the knife laws are not bad, and we want to get preemption done, which means that state law preempts all local law, all the local laws go away, and the only law that stands is state law. Those arguments, generally speaking, are affected by political philosophies and not anything to do with whether or not the knives are actually dangerous. So I don't see that as adversely affecting us. I could be surprised. It happens often enough. But it is always a bigger issue when we have something like that happen while litigation is actually in process. That makes, and we've had to drop legislation. We've had to drop legislation numerous times where there has been that sort of thing happen while we're trying to get legislation passed.
Gotcha.
And one of the frustrating things is we proved in Texas it doesn't have to stop it, but a lot of legislators are pretty chicken, and at that point they're going to run the other direction. So
yep. Real quick, I see a lot of questions in the chat. What are we talking about? I'm back up. Right now, going on is the once a year ginormous fundraiser for KnifeRights. You go to KnifeRights.org. My mods have been putting the links up constantly. Go to KnifeRights.org, click where it says Ultimate Steel Spectacular, and you will see there what you could win and how to enter. You click on Donate Now, and it'll show you the different levels and how many entries you get. If you want to be in on the early bird drawing, you have to do that by 11:59 p.m. tonight, okay? If you want to be in on both that drawing and the end drawing, then you need to get in before 11:59. So go check that out if you would. Doug, I'm going to let you either address this or don't, however you want to. I almost didn't put this up because I didn't ask you for permission. So, but I feel like it's important. Chuck would like to ask. He heard about that you've had some health issues, and I'll let you go as far or not as far as you'd like to go there and explain that,
sure.
or just ask people to keep you in their prayers or whatever.
It's not been a secret. I was diagnosed with.
I just didn't want to be the one saying it. That's all.
Okay. I was diagnosed with multiple myeloma going on about 2.5 months ago. My spine and my rib cage sort of look like Swiss cheese on an MRI. I'm currently going through chemo, working at reversing that. I'm taking drugs to rebuild my bones, which are working. My oncologist really didn't want me to go to Blade Show because I'm immunocompromised at this point. So I gave him two choices. I said, you can let me go to Blade Show or I can be dead. Pick your poison. So we went to Blade Show. I didn't accomplish as much as I might in a normal year. I hung out at the booth quite a bit, but I did get there. In about, somewhere in the middle of August, I will get a final dose of chemo that will kill off my entire immune system. They will have harvested stem cells, and I will go in the hospital for a few weeks, and they will put my stem cells back in me, transplant my own stem cells, and hopefully, if things go as planned, I will rebuild my immune system, which annoyingly involves also getting every childhood immunization all over again. All of that went away, and that's a I will be immunocompromised even if things go well for about 2 years. It takes that long to get them all because they can't just give them to you all at once. But I have a positive attitude. I've talked to people who've had this and done this and lived 10 years on. They're
tell the story, right? Yeah.
So, it's not a lot of fun to go through. I am definitely not looking forward to the final dose of chemo that's going to kill everything, and then everything is going to come out of every orifice I own. But and being stuck in the hospital for a few weeks and then being stuck at home for 60 days without being able to go out and not being able to eat red meat because it's going to have to be cooked. For those of you who like well done meat, great. I am not a fan. I like my meat to have some pink to it. And so there will be a few months where I'm not going to be allowed to do that. I mean, we have to practically sterilize my house. Everything's got to be clean.
Wow, that's crazy. I didn't realize it was that deep. Yeah, that's crazy.
But the good news is that, you know, this is a cancer that they have a lot of success treating. It hadn't gotten to the point of impacting either my liver or my brain, which was the next step. So we caught it in time.
Good.
You know, it's not been fun, but
it could have been worse.
I'm pretty positive. I appreciate
you're
all
very
the
positive.
prayers.
Like somebody just said in the chat, nothing's going to stop you, Doug.
Well, hopefully, I appreciate all the prayers that people have offered me. It means a lot. It's been great talking to people who, you know, I didn't know, but they knew me and they're praying for me. That's an awesome feeling. So thank you very much to everybody.
Yes, sir. Jim Miller is with you, by the way, Doug. He goes out to a cow in the field and he just cuts a little bit and eats it right off the cow. No, I'm kidding. Michael says, I just donated since you represented my KnifeRights in Illinois. Okay.
I like that. James, I hadn't heard that. Illinois is good.
Yeah. $60 donation made. Another Illinois resident here. Very cool. Thank you, guys. I mean, look, this, you know, like I said, I'm in this knife thing to talk about knives and talk with you guys. I don't typically do a lot of fundraising talk, but Tim will tell you guys I talk about KnifeRights a lot on here. And Doug knows that. And the reason is, I want you guys to have the right to carry stuff. I hear all the time, oh, my stupid 3-inch blade law, or I can't carry an auto, or I can't. Matter of fact, I don't give autos away on the channel because I don't want to be responsible for shipping it to the wrong state. You know what I'm saying? So there are lots of reasons, but I got to tell you guys, Doug is my main reason. This guy fights, and he's just a stand-up dude. And first time I met Doug, I was like, yeah, I can get behind this guy. So in my state, I just carry what KC says I can. I think he's a lawyer or something. No. We just happen to live in the same state, and I do kind of pay attention to my laws. So thank you very much.
It's amazing the number of people who think I'm an attorney, and I am certainly not, though I probably know as much or more about knife law than anyone else in the country.
I would assume so.
You know, I am not an attorney, as my attorneys will definitely tell you when they tell me, no, Doug, we can't do that. No, we can't do that.
Doug, if I do a $60 donation, does that cover my membership as well? Says Mick.
Yes, it does. On the other hand, if you do $100, we give you a knife.
Yep. Doug is working at it, man. All right, guys, I am way behind on the chat, so if I miss them, I apologize. So yes, if you donate $60, Mick, I see you asked it again. Correct. You do get your membership for a year. Yep. Prayers, lots of prayers in the chat. All the prayers. A rare steak for the win. There's Jim.
Hey, thank you, Blade Ginger, by the way. You're a good friend. We appreciate all that you do to help us. Thank you. And we all miss Mike, just for the record.
Gotcha. Oh, good. Okay, getting lots of information here in the chat. Let's see. Not all of it needs to be read, but anyway, just because I make sure he does, Doug, I make him talk about KnifeRights all the time. Yes, you do, Tim, and I do it anyway. Got a concept? No, well, we don't. Let's see. Just trying to make sure I'm not missing any questions on the laws here. I met Doug through Mike Crenshaw. Oh, okay, got you, Bladed Ginger. That's what Doug was already talking about. Very
cool.
Come
on, catch up, Casey.
Yeah, I am. I was way behind. Well, I was trying to make sure. There was one I wrote down here. Last one, Blade Shooter G says, what about Maryland?
Well, we made some progress in Maryland. We have more to do. We had a very good sponsor retailer there who really worked her butt off to help make that happen. Credit where credit's due. Look, sometimes we get things done because people come to us and they say, I want to fix my state. And we go, great. Who is your representative or senator at the State House? And we help make that introduction. Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes it's just a question of finding someone who's willing to make it an issue. Because look, these legislators want to get reelected. They get reelected by keeping their constituents happy. And if a constituent comes to them with a problem, and we can help them frame that problem and give them language and how to fix, then sometimes that's how we get things done. Don't yawn. Do not yawn.
No. I'm sorry. I'm bad at that. I got about 3 hours of sleep last night. So
excuses.
Yeah. Okay, so let's hit one more good question here.
Sure.
Apparently Chuck had asked a question and Anasa is helping me not miss the question. So do you have experience where you got a win, but the legislature passed a slightly different wording to counter it? And you just you got what you got kind of thing, I guess.
So,
called out by Doug.
One of the things we often find is a legislator without contacting us files a bill, and the bill is badly worded, doesn't cover enough, and probably 25 or 30% of the bills that we have passed have been instances like that, where a bill has been filed, it comes up on our bill tracking software, we go contact that sponsor and we say, great idea, but, and then we work with them to improve it. There's certainly been occasions, the Texas case I talked about, where we started out with getting rid of the entire knife length limit in Texas. And as a result of the stabbing, we ended up with getting it all done except for location restricted knives, which are banned in the same places that you can't carry a firearm. So yeah, it happens sometimes. We've never had a case where things have turned around 180 degrees. I mean, if that were to happen, we would drop that bill. We have certainly gotten things. Yeah, we have certainly gotten things done where it's incremental. We go in 1 year, we get something done. We go in another year, and Virginia was a case like that.
Yep.
I should say, occasional nasty emails from people who aren't happy that we didn't get everything accomplished. And that is unrealistic. You get things done by moving the needle a little bit at the time until you've got everything done. And if it takes 10 years, it takes 10 years. As long as we're moving the needle forward, then I'm very happy. That's a win for us, as long as we're moving the needle forward.
Which, I mean, that makes total sense. You take the win you can get as long as it's not totally different, like you said. So that makes sense. All right, guys, I want to share this one more time. And all you got to do, my mods have literally put that link up about 100 times. So if you've missed the link, I don't know what you're doing. But go to KnifeRights.org. And literally on the right-hand side, you don't see it here, but there's a banner that says Ultimate Steel. When you click that, you're going to get this page. And all you got to do to donate is click right over here, okay? And basically, it has to be done to get in on the early bird drawing in the next 2 hours, 40 minutes, and 21, 20, 19, etc. seconds, okay? And it's winner's choice. I think Doug said that, guys, but if you scroll down this page, it's insane what is in here. I mean, when we lead off with an integral, fighter knife that's $3,800. But yeah, I mean, just look at this stuff. And so if you get drawn early, guys, you get to choose from some pretty nutso stuff here.
There's some really good stuff down that list. I mean,
yeah, way down.
Those that get drawn late end up with way more value than what they originally deposited with us.
Oh, 100%. Sure. Yeah, I'm sure. But lots of good stuff in here. So again, if you want in on both drawings, you need to get in tonight. If you get in after tonight, you will just be on the end, the drawing at the end. Okay. Does that make sense? Any questions on that portion of it, guys? Did I explain that good enough? Okay, Doug, when will the drawings take place or start, I guess is the right way to say it.
So first of all, we have to wait to make sure that something doesn't come in by the post office. Every year we get a couple of postcards that enter the drawing that way. So we will probably draw winners in 1 to 2 weeks, and then I start calling. And each person, each person has 48 hours. Most people don't take that long. So it takes weeks or months, typically months, to get through the list. And then the main drawing finishes up at the end of August. And then we will draw names the beginning of September and go through this whole process again.
There you go. Yeah. So there you go. There is really Neil Valley. How do I find the website? Read the screen. KnifeRights.org. I know you're just being funny. But that, old school support will. I'm sure he'll take.
We take checks. People have even mailed us cash, which I do not recommend. But yes, there's a form you can click on it, fill it out, and mail it in, which again is why we really have to wait for a week for letters and postcards and that sort of stuff to clear before we pull names.
Yeah. So Tim is right. Now Tim and Jim both are in a chat group with me. They're moderators, and they've both won before. And I kid you not, when they win, Doug, we all go through the list of what's left, and they're asking me for my opinion on this and my opinion on that. I love helping, especially Tim out, because Tim will narrow it down to like 20 things. Jim will go down to like 2. But it's hilarious. Tim's got, what about this and what about that? He's all excited, and I love it. It's awesome. So
I see someone asked about substituting non-auto knives for auto knives, and the answer is no, we don't. Since you get to pick your prize, don't pick an auto if it's not legal in your state. And that's one of the reasons that we can do that, because you get to pick your prize.
Yep. There you go. If you're picking it, then you're taking the onus of, I'm saying I can have this knife. So, yep. That is hilarious. So, Keith is, he did the same thing in our group last year. So it's, what should I pick, guys? Help. That is a good problem to have.
When friends of mine get picked, it's not unusual for me to get those same phone calls, especially if they're not knife people. If they're Second Amendment people, firearms people, they have a knife, but they're not knife folks. It's like, okay, I got picked. Now what? It's like, 20 questions. I don't know. You want a fixed blade, a pocket knife, a kitchen knife? What's sort of amazing is, when we started this, I don't think we had a single chef's knife, kitchen knife in the Ultimate Steel. And now we've got, 4 or 5 or 6. And kitchen knives is really become, custom kitchen knives. You never saw a kitchen knife at Blade Show.
Right.
And now they're all over
the place now. Yeah. There were lots of kitchen knives in there.
We have some nice kitchen knives for sure. And
sorry, I just saw that twisted barrel there. That's beautiful.
And the cleaver that Kevin Cross did for us this year is just awesome.
I think I did see that when I was scrolling through earlier. Is it that
there
one?
it
Yeah,
is.
there it is.
Yeah, it is. It is really awesome.
That pattern is something I've not seen.
Yeah, that's Damascene. I expect that will go. One of the interesting things is you get a feel for what people like, just generally speaking, because people get to choose stuff. So you see what goes quickly and what doesn't. You know.
Yep. That feather pattern is just yeesh. Okay. Yeah, there's some pretty stuff on there. So very, very nice. All right, guys. So do yourself a favor, do Doug a favor. Thank you to all of those who donated tonight or anytime that you've done it. And if you get a chance, definitely give tonight. And again, you have till 11:59 to get in on that early bird drawing. So I am going to wrap this up, Doug, because I need to get to. I told everybody I was doing a giveaway here tonight, so I'm going to wrap up so I can hit the giveaway. But I truly appreciate you coming on.
I so appreciate the opportunity, and for everyone who donated, thank you so much. I can't do this without you guys. I so appreciate it. Thank you.
And we'll keep on praying for you, as we said, Thanks. and we'll look for some updates, and hopefully everything will just zoom right through it. That's what we'll all pray for.
It is definitely going to zoom right through it. I've been told. Yes. Yeah. Just saying. I've been told to expect that.
Oh gosh, craziness! Thank you. By the way, sense of humor right there. That's awesome. It's awesome. All right, Doug. Thank you, and I'm glad my computer didn't shut us out. So have a good one, and thank you for being here, Doug. We appreciate it.
My pleasure. You all take care.
Yep, absolutely. All right, how fun is that? It's so cool to have Doug on. It is always fun. I didn't see your question, David. I didn't see it, my friend. I'm sorry. For those of us that have phone block unknown numbers, is there a specific number you call from? I'll try to get an answer to that question. Wait, he's still there. Hold on. Doug, you got an answer for that?
Yes, you'll get a phone call from my cell number, which ends with 0997. 0997.
Okay. David, write that down, dude. Put it next to your I don't know, your nightstand or next to your couch or whatever.
And you will get it. We send out an email.
Okay.
We send out a text on
so you'll see something.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's it. Now I'll let you go. All right. Thanks, Doug. All right. Very cool. I saw you was still there, so I thought I'd take a stab at that. Oh, no. Wrong wording. Thought I'd get him back on here to answer your question. All right. Let's go to the giveaway. Now, like I said earlier, we have a massive, by the way, David used his monthly chat there. He has been a member for 54 months. David, that is the longest you can possibly be a member on this channel. So thank you, dude. Appreciate you. There's your Daleka salute. And on top of that, we got pins and pin blades. 16 months. Thank you, Doug, for all you do for the knife community. Absolutely. All right. So we have a massive pack of swag tonight. I'm not going to go through everything, but there's so many creators stickers in here. So many knife companies, all my stuff. You have a Butter Knives Fast. You have a Benchmade cloth. You have a veteran sticker or a veteran's coin. If you win the veteran's coin and you're not a veteran, please give it to a veteran. Okay. But yeah, lots of cool stuff. All right. Then let's go ahead and start the giveaway, and then we'll show you what you're going to win, because you have to be here tonight to pick what you want. I'm doing one of those where you get to pick between two knives at the end. So that'll be cool. And we're going to do okay. Did I spell it right? Yes, I did. Here we go. All right. So what's going to happen is I'm going to put a hashtag on the screen. Hashtag is to be typed in one time and one time only per person from one account. Do not cheat. If I think you are cheating, if I think you are using multiple accounts, I will ban you and you will be bye-bye. So please do not enter from multiple accounts. Type the hashtag in exactly like you see it one time and in one time only. You cannot have one within the past 4 weeks. If you have, And if you are Kelly's Mishmash, Colleen Tex, Paper Tiger, Wyvern Kodiak, or Rory Schmidt, Rory, whatever Rory's screen name is, if you're one of those people, you cannot win. You would have to give it to somebody else if you won. By the way, please also, you have to be 18 or over, and you have to have a U.S. mailing address. All right, here comes your hashtag. You get 2 minutes to enter. And once I draw, you get 2 minutes to tell me you're here. If you do not tell me you're here in time, I will be picking another winner. And there you go. There is your hashtag. Please enter it one time only per person. Ginger Fisher, member for 14 months. Appreciate you very much. Very, very much. I don't know. We'll find out. Whoever asked that. Pretty fly. Hopefully it won't freeze. We'll just say it's not going to freeze. All right. There's everybody. There's 108 people in here. So enter away. You have about a minute and a half to do so. The one knife you will be winning if you win, for sure. And then you get to choose your secondary knife. Everybody is, whoever wins is getting this. This is a Kershaw Bel Air XL in Magna Cut, made in the USA. Very nice knife. Very good prize, in my opinion. I love the Bel Air, and I love the XL even more. So that is the main knife that you will be winning. And then we will go from there. All right. You have 1 minute to enter. 1 minute to enter, okay? And then I will show you what your choice is for the secondary knife once we pick a winner. A winner. All right. Kind of getting myself situated. I would ask if you win to email me once I give you the information right away, because I'm going to bed. So if you wanted to go out tomorrow, you need to email me in the next little bit here. But we'll give you the instructions after you win. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Yes, I did, Neil. No whammies. No whammies. Oh, man, you guys are hilarious. All right. 15 seconds. 15 seconds. 15. We will be drawing a winner in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bam! 87 entries. Here we go. Let's see who our winner is. Okay. Richard Fleming. Please let me know that you are here. Richard Fleming. I need to hear from you in the next 2 minutes. Is Richard Fleming in the chat? Kelly Weaver. Hey, man. Good to see you. Donald, good to see you as well. None for now. Hello. Where is Richard Fleming? There he is. Thank you. All right, Richard, listen up, okay? Here's your instructions. First of all, let's let you pick your secondary knife, and it's going to come down to what you prefer. Your first choice is the Rosecraft Tanasi Lake teardrop, and this is a slip joint, and it is in 14C and hamburger bone. They call it dapper jig bone. I call it hamburger bone. That is your first choice. Your second choice is a Kaiser Nice Guy. This is in a clutch lock, bar lock in G10. Oh, wow. It's having trouble focusing. G10 and a lovely gray blade there. So those are your two choices, either the Rosecraft slip joint or the Kaiser Nice Guy. There we go. All right, so let's let him pick, and then we will give him the rest of his instructions. All right, Rosecraft it is. I see it, Richard. All right, Richard, here's what you do. You send me an email as soon as possible to the following address. Moderators, one of y'all put that up for me, please. There it is. Jim did already. It is knivesfast@gmail.com. Richard and Richard only. Send me an email, knivesfast@gmail.com. And what I need from you is your screen name, Richard Fleming 7782, your real name, your mailing address, and if you would, if you're on your phone right now or however you're watching this, please give me a screenshot of YouTube right now, watching the stream, okay? Give me a screenshot and email all of that to me, knivesfast@gmail.com. If you have any questions, now's the time to ask. That's what I need in order to confirm your identity, okay? I mean, you can ask, so I might ignore it, but no, I'm kidding. I would never do that. Let me write down who won. Richard Fleming. One more time, you need to email knivesfast@gmail.com. You need to email me your screen name, your real name, your address, and a screenshot as soon as possible. And I will get this off to you tomorrow if I get it soon. If I don't get it soon, it'll go out the next day, okay? Oh, what did I do? That was interesting. Hold on. That was really weird. Oh, well, I'll get that next week. I had boxes all mixed up. That was weird. But that was the right knife. So that is cool. So, yeah, Richard, if you got, there you go. knivesfast@gmail.com. All righty. Very cool. Let's see who our donors were for tonight. Thank you to everyone. Thank you to all my members. Thank you to all of you who watch the content, who come in here. Thank you to everybody that hits that like button. If you haven't yet, go do it. But tonight we had David Tooley, member for 38 months. We had Mrs. Freak Show, who was a lurker tonight for 43 months. Jim Miller giving the KnifeRights for $10. And then Will B for 45 months. Keith and I Freak with $2. Wow. Rule number 9, member for 54 months. Pins and Pin Blades member for 16 months, and Ginger Fisher member for 14 months. Thank you to all of you. Appreciate you very, very much. Yes, exactly. One more time for that. Since Inasso brings it up, don't forget Friday, my latest design, the Tempest Knives Mach 71 drops at tempestknives.com. They are listed on the site as we speak. The prices are listed for all 4 versions, and all the details of the knife are listed on the site. And you can get 10% off using code Tempest10, all caps, Tempest10, okay? Lion Not a Sheep, member for 2 months, almost missed mine. Oh, you got it. You got it. Very cool. Thank you so much, Lion. I appreciate that. All right. My throat's gone and our time is gone. Boy, J1, that's a tough choice, dude. I personally, if I could only choose one, it would be the Blackbird, but that's because of my love for the SR71. But you cannot go wrong with the Stealth. They are amazing. Nice, David. It's all capitals, John. Tempest 10, like this. Just like that. Just like you see it in the chat. Tempest. Yeah, I spelled it right. Hey, and there's John Paul. Casey, can't wait for this release. Congratulations. Thank you, and I'm glad you were here, John. Nice, dude. Good to have you here. There is your Dalika salute for you as well. All right, guys. I'm out. So black and red is a sweet combo. Yes, it is. It looks great. Really does. And there will be a bunch of reviews dropping this week from some good creators. So be looking for those for sure. Very, very cool. So thanks to Doug Ritter. Thanks to you guys. Don't forget, you still have just over 2 hours to donate and get in on the early bird. So you can still go to kniferights.org, give $20 and you get what, I forget how many entries. Is it one entry? I think so. But it's all listed there at the website. Go check it out. And guys, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell to all. And thanks for watching the Nice Fast channel. See ya. Bye-bye.